guys a section from an old book I wrote. I'm not even going to tell you what it's about, but it's called Project Princess. I'm going to read you the first scene from chapter 4. This is the first draft, so it is a mess. I stomped through the forest as I headed back to the base. I pushed a branch out of my way and sent it flying back to where Soren caught it and gently moved it behind him. After I had confirmed the 4 of them did in fact plan the attack, I stormed away, not giving the rider or creature a second glance, and not bothering to even pause when the group called my name. The other 3 let me leave, but Soren started following me in silence. The gods only know why. Since we left the group and for the entire climb down, he didn't say a word. "Stop following me," I threw over my shoulder. "And give you the chance to run away?" He responded in a bored tone, like he was being forced to watch me. I flung my hands up in annoyance. Where exactly would I run to? I stopped and turned to look at him. Anywhere I go, I would be dragged right back to the place I'm trying to run from. Isn't that what you want? He crossed his arms, and as he looked down his nose at me, why the hell would I want that? I narrowed my eyes on him. The blatant hatred I first saw in his eyes was dulled, but it was replaced by an anger I couldn't pinpoint. Do you think I ran away just for attention? He quirked an eyebrow. Didn't you? I felt the anger wash over me in a new way. It didn't burn at my nerves, begging to be set free. It mixed with a sliver of disappointment I wished I hadn't noticed, and washed away all other emotions. Washed away the hope that had started to grow with the idea of some friends. Washed away the trust. I turned away and started walking again, attempting to ignore Soren, but his silent streak was broken. Why did you run away then? He asked, following a few steps behind me. You grew up in a giant house with more clothes than you'll ever need and more food than you could possibly ever eat. What enticed you so much to leave? Quite materialistic, aren't you? I scoffed. Oh, so you wanted love, he mocked me. Was all that attention not enough for you, princess? I whipped around, catching Soren off guard. He stumbled back before meeting my eyes. Even in the dark, he could see the scowl on my face and the way I bit the skin on my cheeks in order to stop myself from hurling the first insults that came to my mind. He leaned back, his eyes dropping to my clenched fists for only a moment. You will never know what happened behind closed doors. Leave it at that. My eyes threatened him to challenge back, but he only smirked. He wasn't threatened by me in the slightest. If you want us to trust you, you have to tell us something. Anything. You have refused to say anything about yourself the entire time you've been here. He took a step closer to me, his own eyes narrowing into a glare. Trust is a luxury, not a necessity. I mirrored his movements, not letting the pressure from his intimidation get to me. And you have no right to want me to trust you after lying the whole night. Fair? He switched from looking at one eye to the other. And why did you refuse to say anything before tonight? Because I am nobility. I always hated the way that word felt on my tongue. I expected him to roll his eyes, but he didn't. Oh, 'cause you're so much better than us? He said it, but it didn't sound like he believed it. No, because I am living in the headquarters of everyone who's ever had any reason to hate the people who raised me. His eyes didn't quite soften, but they were removed from his glare. And I wouldn't blame a single one of you for turning me in after seeing my wanted poster.